Broadcasting live from Beatco Studios, you are listening to Blacking It Up with Team Blackness, right here on blackingitup.com.
You can't hear me because I haven't cut the microphone off. What's going on, people? We are back. This is Blacking It Up. I'm your host, Elon James White, who is dressed a little bit too dressy for no apparent reason, but I'm okay with that today. With us, it's not spissy. I'm totally annoyed by it. With us, as per usual, is Team Blackness, busting it all the way in from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. We have L. Joy Williams, ma'am.
Hello, everyone.
How are you doing today?
Nice to see you. Hope you had a good weekend. Welcome back.
You're just way too polite for just everything. It's fine. I accept
expect me to be polite.
I know.
To be welcoming.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of it. It's just that you're very, very nice. Also with us in studio, Premier Straight Man, Captain, Lieutenant General. Apparently he's a doctor. Aaron Rand Freeman, sir.
I'm not one to take myself too seriously, but you are kind of stretching that a little bit with the opening there.
What? You're full on doctorate?
Yeah. I don't,
But you have an issue with that? So you're just gonna have to accept that. Wait, your camera's totally screwed. Oh, you got to go. Thank you.
Yes, I've learned to. Like I said, I have very thick skin. I'm not worried about it. I don't take myself too seriously. But that pose is slightly questionable. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna walk away from it and just say,
listen, we are a professional show, sir. You're gonna have to accept those things. And by the way, this is why the chat room, I talk about them so hard. Here's why. The chat room the whole time is going, wait, does Elon have a court date? No. A Negro can wear a shirt and tie without having a court date. That is inappropriate and wrong.
That's racist.
Black people. That's why I got to stay up in the chat room. Because I see that and I'm like, really, Negroes? Really? We do this Monday through Thursday. I am your host, and today's going to be a slightly shorter show. We started moving over to the 44-minute format, but today's going to be a little shorter because the reason why I'm in the jacket and everything, I will be on the Joy Behar show momentarily, literally like minutes from now. Don't cough, clap it. It's not that. I hate both of you. I hate both of you.
Elon. Be famous and own it.
We are supporting you, sir.
I am trying this. No.
We are supporting you.
I should be in a hoodie. I really should have done that. I should just put my hoodie up and be like, what?
So that when the
politics is bullshit, son.
When the car rolls up with you in a hoodie, he can press the locks. He's already in Crown Heights, and you're gonna come outside in a hoodie.
You laugh. I had a meeting at VH1 one time, and I was like, "Hi, I'm here for so and so and so," and they were like, "Sir, the messenger entrance is in the back," and I was like, "That's nice for the fucking messenger. I'm here for a meeting." And they're like, "You have ID?" I'm like, "Yes, I had to show him my ID." And once he saw my ID and went in the thing and saw the meeting stuff, he's like, "Oh." And I'm like, "Yeah, motherfucker." I took my ID and I went about my day.
So congratulations that you are dressing the part today.
We do this Monday through Thursday, as I said before. We have a crap load of topics, so
wait.
I'm sorry. There's something else.
Make sure you vote.
Oh, right. I haven't even said that. You're right.
Weblog Awards.
You're right. The Black Weblog Awards. We are nominated for Best Podcast. And come on, look, we have a third camera.
We're awesome.
We're kind of cool. So remember, do what you have to do. Go to www.blackweblogawards.com and vote for Blacking It Up Best Podcast. Is that good now? Are we allowed to go?
That's great.
Excellent. All right, people. We got some shit going on, and it's interesting to say the least. So apparently, you guys are familiar with the infamous quote unquote rape cop case, correct?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, people are not pleased with the outcome of that.
No. Yeah.
And when people say they're not pleased about it, I mean they're really not pleased to the point where let's see if this will actually work. To the point where they have posters in Brooklyn. Right like that, saying where this dude lives. Yeah, saying, police rapist Kenneth Moreno, right there. They made posters, and that's not the only one. These are all popping up all over the city. You see that right there?
Yeah.
Just the posters just put up there, like, saying rapist. And people are wondering, is this right or wrong? Because the wife of Moreno, I believe, actually said that she was like, this woman has ruined our lives, or she's changed our lives for the worse, and she's not even acknowledging the concept that her husband might have done something wrong?
Well, I can say just the posters themselves and sort of outing where he lives and things like that, even though I'm extremely upset at the outcome, I think that goes just a little bit too far, of putting someone's address and putting the posters up and things like that. I'm just concerned about that. Now, I'm still upset about the outcome. I think he was found not guilty, not that he was found innocent.
Because he was found not guilty, that's where this becomes a weird line. Because the things that I feel like more happened. I feel like this was a bullshit
I do feel like
thing.
they took advantage of her.
Right.
I do feel like they violated her physical body, her space, and I would even go further and saying the only reason why I think they said that they didn't convict him was the lack of DNA evidence, and that can be for a number of reasons. I mean, we heard during the case trial.
She took a shower.
Yeah, she took a shower.
Yep.
He talked about using a condom or something like that. So there are a number of reasons why there's no DNA evidence, but I do believe that they were in the wrong. And so in terms of from the public space and public culture, them being guilty in my eyes, they are guilty. Now, whether or not we should take that a step further and post his address and I think things like that, that might be a little bit much.
Yeah, that's the real question here.
The only thing wrong with those posters are the address.
You're okay with the posters saying rapist and all that stuff?
I think if you have sex with a woman who's too drunk to be cognizant,
he said he didn't have sex with her. He said he didn't have sex with her. He was not. They were not convicted of rape. He said he didn't have sex with her. He said he snuggled with her.
Yeah, that's all kinds of. Don't come at me with all kinds. It's too early.
I
know what he said, but it's still. Yeah, I'm gonna take his word for it then. Let me take his word for it and say that it may be okay. He's a snuggler, so maybe the poster should say snuggler. And should just be honest with everyone about it. So there you go.
Inappropriate snuggler?
An inappropriate snuggler. You shouldn't snuggle.
He still violated her physical self. He still violated her space. Exactly. And all that. I mean, they came back more. I mean,
you don't snuggle with a person who's not drunk enough to be cognizant of the snuggling.
Who is drunk enough? Who is so drunk
that they're not cognizant of the snuggling.
Yeah. And it's a weird line because, like I said, I feel like there's more to it, and I don't believe what he said. If you ask me what I believe, I don't believe it.
No.
But at what point does the line in the line of sand is drawn? Like, do you say, well, you know what, fuck it, you did it, and I don't care what happens, I'm going to treat you like you're guilty, and ignore the entire process that we supposedly go by in this country? Or do you just have to... Is this one of those things like, I'm not saying he will be accepted. It's not like that dude's going to walk into a room and everyone's going to be like, hey, and hug the dude. No, he's going to be considered a social pariah for quite some time. The question is, if you believe he did it. I believe he did it, yes. But if his wife apparently does not believe he did it. His wife believes her husband 100%. And let's for a moment, I'm going to play huge devil's advocate here, and understand this, huge devil's advocate. What if he didn't do it? What if he actually just was that terribly, terribly inappropriate? That's it. That was all he did. I'm going on a limb. I'm asking.
You're doing a fair job of playing devil's advocate because I want to punch you in the back of the head.
Excellent. All right. Good to know. I'm just asking. It was totally inappropriate.
Inappropriate behavior. It's still borderline. I mean, it's still wrong.
Right.
And
it's still wrong, absolutely. And the fake 911 call.
Still facing the consequences of wrong behavior.
And my question is, how does his wife not acknowledge those parts of the story? Like the fact
I mean, for her defense, she's like, "This is my husband. I'm holding down whatever. Okay, I understand." Who knows what's going on behind doors?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Publicly, she's standing by her husband. Who knows how many frying pans he has, endured since this incident.
I'm hoping a lot, just for what he admitted he did. He should be catching some frying pans, in all honesty.
Who knows what's going on? But from a public, perspective, she is holding down. And I don't judge any woman for. Now, if he was out murdering people and stealing kids and sort of all that stuff, then I would judge her. But from this fact, she's holding down her husband.
All right, I will accept that, but I find that.
Who knows? She might. I mean, there might be, after all of the public things die down, there might be a filing for divorce.
I'm sorry, Aaron's using my Scotch glass. I looked over in the camera. I'm like, are you drinking a glass of Scotch in the middle of the show, sir?
I'm a dignified gentleman, and being a doctor, this is my This is my respite from a hard day's work. So sometimes I'm on the show, I may have a glass of scotch. It's okay. That's one of that. I feel like I should be able to unwind here. I'm able to be myself with my friends.
So basically, Aaron is going to be drunk, escorting me home.
Aaron, I'm far too tall to be get drunk off a small glass of scotch.
And it's diet ginger ale.
Yeah, it is. If I drank if it was really your scotch, it would have been getting choked like Bart Simpson. There's no way in the world I would have worked.
Don't fuck with my single malt unless I have moments where I'm like, Aaron, I have some of my single malt scotch, but otherwise, like when I just turn around and I just see someone with a glass of single malt scotch in their hand, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's my good shit. All right. Let's keep this train moving. That was a bit magical. There's a new book coming out that apparently is pushing the concept that the Smurfs is nothing but a socialist story. No, I'm not kidding. I know everyone's looking like you guys are looking at like I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. This book is real. This is a real book, and they're pushing it like the Smurfs. It was social. It was they all worked together. They didn't own their own homes. It was like it wasn't really their property, and they were under a dictatorship of Papa Smurf. I swear. I'm not.
Why do people overanalyze cartoons like this all the time? They did this with the Teletubbies. Apparently, the Teletubbies were supposed to be gay. Why? Can't the kids just watch stuff and just
watch TV?
Can they just do it? Can the kids just be kids and watch stuff without people trying to push ideals on them? Can we just do that?
Our children are only allowed to watch violence and only violence, nothing else. Violence.
Well, here's the thing. They were actually, apparently the Smurfs had a little bit of controversy because there was an episode of the Smurfs, which when it came over, it was supposed to be called the Black Smurfs.
Right.
And apparently it was, let's see if I can show a clip of the Black Smurfs. It was renamed. It was renamed and recolored and called the Purple Smurfs. But initially it was called the Black Smurfs. Hold on. Can I show this?
Racist.
Right. If you see this here, let's see if it works. The idea of the Purple Smurfs. That Purple Smurf. The Purple Smurf is very aggressive and angry, and says, but it was Black Smurf, and it just says nap nap and just attacks people. And it was just.
I remember that.
I don't remember this episode at all. No, I do not remember the Purple Smurfs, but apparently it was the Black Smurfs. And that they actually refused to show this particular thing because they were like, Negroes are not going to have it.
Right. Which, I mean, from their perspective, I think kudos to them for them being like, hey, this might not go over well with the Negroes. We may change.
Well, it doesn't work. I find it's interesting that this worked, but like it hasn't worked before. Like there's been times like when they decide that the Africanized bees. Remember that?
Yeah.
Because they're aggressive. Like it's not like they won't name something black and like it just happens to be very aggressive and pissed off. But yes, and I rewatched that episode of the Smurfs. Not to be funny, Papa Smurf is a dick. Like, I've never watched the Smurfs, but like
you haven't seen the Smurfs as an adult?
As an adult, I've never watched an episode of the Smurfs. I didn't even know the Smurfs were still could be seen anywhere.
What's funny is watching cartoons that you watched as a child, as an adult, and you're like, why did I? Oh, wait.
It's a little weird. I was not prepared for Papa Smurf to be such a... He was yelling at people like, get this stuff done. I was like, whoa, Smurf, calm your roll, son. I don't know you.
The Smurf
but yeah, Papa Smurf was a little bit of a dick. I just feel like flat out, maybe he was a dictator. Like maybe this book is not so crazy. Papa Smurf just become, and it also said that it was anti-Semitic because Gargamel looked like a Jew. I'm not kidding.
I think that statement is anti-Semitic. When I read that, I was like, really?
Gargamel apparently looks like a Jew.
You have it pause. Just gotta look at that Black Smurf again. Just get a good look at him.
Oh, let's see if I can pull it up. Hold on.
There we go. Look at that Black Smurf.
They had to tie him up because he was being all black. And it's just crazy. And they pointed out that Smurfette is actually Aryan.
Yeah,
because she's blonde and her features. This is the thing. Look, he's gonna turn into a Black Smurf. There's a lot of ass biting in this episode of the cartoon. Like I'm a little
uncomfortable. Homosexual. Then they said they were homosexual.
Oh, they were homosexual. That was another theory that the Smurfs were homosexual. And apparently here they were black and angry.
kids to be able to watch cartoons. Because kids don't see all of this stuff when they're watching cartoons.
Exactly.
They just see the little they don't see all of this other kind of things that we put on children. I remember when the Teletubby situation came on and people were like, "Oh, my kids can't watch Teletubbies." Really?
Yeah, they were a little bit nervous about that. Teletubbies is real, son. They don't want those gay Teletubbies around their kids.
And then the little men, I can't remember their name, but there's these grown men that they're a band and they play and the kids love them and they were like, "Oh, it's not natural for an all male band to be playing for kids." Really?
That's a little weird. I think why do you care if it's an all male band playing for kids? I don't
Kids don't care.
No one cares.
I've never seen a kid notice anything.
The Wiggles, that's who they were.
Like a kid is sitting there going, "Listen, I'm uncomfortable with all these dudes around me."
They're like, "Can he sing my favorite song again?" That's all the kid cares about.
Word. I agree. I have no complaint.
Play,
you know,
so I can watch it again.
You know what kids do? They replicate all the violence they see in all these anime cartoons that come out, which is pretty much 95% of the cartoons we have to watch now.
Yeah.
I see my nephew run around like Wolverine because he's been watching Wolverine fight the Hulk for 5 hours a day.
Well, my sisters used to watch the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And then they would do the, all of the moves and things like that.
Yes.
And they're girls, and they still, did it. So it doesn't matter. You try to replicate things that that are on there. You play, and it's just kids being kids. Let kids be kids.
I like to point out that this blazer and tie makes the show look very more serious. Every time it comes to me, I'm like, "Listen, so what's the deal with so and so?" And so you guys, sometimes I'm gonna do this for now. No, I'm not. Okay, I wouldn't put this on every day. And stop giving me the eyebrow. You're not giving me the eyebrow. I don't like you anymore.
Too much. You're getting Smurfy.
Smurf you. I don't need all this Smurf shit from you. Smurfing L. Williams. Well, I got nothing. All right, what else is that? I figured we probably have to cover this because everyone's covering it, and so apparently we have no choice.
Can we ban her from the show?
Nope. Let's see if we have enough about her.
She's not real.
The British said they weren't going to be taking away our arms by ringing those bells and making sure as he's riding his horse through town to send those warning shots and bells that we were going to be secure and we were going to be free. We were going to be
Well, yeah.
What I find ironic is the reason why she said she's doing this tour is she's touring to remind people of America's greatness or of our American ideals and freedoms and history and all that other stuff. And she has no real grasp on American history. I feel like somebody should have gave her talking points to memorize.
Sarah Palin is one of the clearest examples of it, but Republicans in general, they do this wonderful thing where if they say something with enough confidence, Dr. Freeman has this ability to say something with just enough confidence that even if it's completely and utterly false, people will just, like, they say it and they're like, "Oh, if I've said it enough, it's now true."
Yeah.
It's not true. Like, Aaron Freeman, say something false about history, go.
I'm not going to say anything false about history. When Miss Palin and I attended this University of Virginia years ago, we both took the same class. I want you guys to understand that what she meant by bells is that the bells on top of every door that Paul Revere went to when he was warning everyone that the British were coming. So she's actually historically factual, accurate. I wish you guys would get off of her back.
I hate everything about this. And she's not real. She's not real. If we just keep saying, the reason why she exists is because we keep willing her to, like, if we just stop talking about it, if we stop talking about her, she will go away.
She won't go away.
No, she's not going
I don't believe she
will.
First of all, no one's ever going to do that because then they'll be afraid that Palin's going to do like an insurgency somehow and like secretly plan something so they have to watch her. And this is just...
She will go. When the media attention goes away... And the reason I feel like the reason why she did this is like she has to keep her name out there. She has to keep media attention and things like that.
Whoa! You believe she said that thing? Did you say you think she said this thing about Boston about the Paul Revere to keep her name in the?
No, I think she did this.
She got caught out there.
Yeah,
and someone asked her.
It's the same thing that when she got caught when they were like, "What do you read?" and she's like, "I don't know. I read the same thing."
You can actually see her face when she realizes she fucked up.
Yeah,
like it's amazing. Like if you just watch her go. And she's like,
and making sure as he's riding his horse through town to
riding his horse through town. You can see she's like, I don't know what I'm saying. I have an idea. I'm just saying with enough confidence.
And then she goes on Sunday, like Chris Wallace, and she goes on Sunday. She was like, I didn't misspeak.
Well,
well, she didn't. She was being historically accurate.
She was not being historically accurate, sir. You are a liar, and the truth is not in you.
You have.
So that was interesting. Apparently, we just went down for no apparent reason. That's always fun. I'm assuming that Palin didn't like us mocking her all that time. They don't particularly care for that. But yes, we're gonna have to edit these two parts of the show together. So for the downloads later, people will be able to download all this stuff with magic and awesome. All right.
So back to banning Sarah Palin from my life.
We can't ban her, just accept it. But we can mock her and understand that we can mock her and do that. Do that, and we will always be awesome.
I want her to be over.
She's not going to be over. Accept it. Actually, I believe after this election she'll be over. I believe the 2012, unless she picks a winning Republican candidate, she's done.
Well, she had some good wins, and that's actually my advice to her is just to continue.
Don't give her advice, woman.
Just raise money for Sarah Pack and night candidates and do that. Just do that. I don't want her to be real anymore. I want her to go away.
Fine, I accept your statement on that. All right, we can, actually let's see if we can hit one topic within a minute and a half before we go off air. Do you think we can pull that off? All right. Let's do something that actually shouldn't take that much time from our lives, and we'll just deal with this. So let me be ready for this. Rick Santorum is running for president.
Thank you very much for joining us on this.
I was blacking it up.
That was blacking it up for the day. Make sure you vote for us on website.
That's the best laugh of the day. You don't know who Rick Santorum is? Maybe you should Google him.
We'll wait.
I'm done. I have cabs waiting for me and stuff like that, so we can do this. This has been what is this? What show are we on? I don't even know where we are anymore.
Blacking it up.
Oh, not technical difficulties. Okay, cool. This has been blacking it up. I bring you black house. We've been sufficiently black within the short amount of time we had to be black.
In condensed time, we've been black, purple, and Smurfy.
We have been mad Smurfy. All Smurfy all day, every day. Aaron?
I'm gonna go bite a white person in the ass and turn them black.
Wouldn't that be amazing if that's how we transferred blackness? And no one knew that you could totally be black. All you had to do is be bitten in the ass by a black person. No one knew.
You know what? That's funny. Out of all the things, it wouldn't happen often enough.
That a black person would randomly bite you in the ass. Yeah, that's not gonna happen unless you paid good money for it. All right, this has been Blacking. This has been Blacking Up. Thank you guys for listening. Have a pleasant day.
I hear you running your mouth. I hear you running your mouth. Slept on, watch